Friends, welcome to Super Smita channel. Friends, today we are here to discuss a lesson called A Robo in the House, which is meant for students of class 8, which is prescribed for the English subject. So let's start the lesson. Before starting the lesson, friends, let's quickly know about the author. It is written by Dilip M. Salvi, who is based in Delhi, and is a very popular writer and is winner of several national awards and fellowships, and is known for popularizing science. He has also written many books which are based on fiction and plays, and some of his bestsellers are Scientists of India, The Robots Are Coming, and Folk Tales of Science. Now let's quickly get into the lesson. So friends, this is a story about a boy who had a robo at his home. The boy's name is Ajay. So the following dialogue is spoken by the robo, and the name of the robo is Manko Robo. Correction, you're in error. You're misinforming your father. Correction, the work has not been done. Your terminal has not been used. Error, error. The robo's voice was metallic and monotone. It cut through Ajay's excuses with implacable finality. So, the robo is saying, correction, there is an error. There is an error, okay? You're misinforming your father. Whose father? Ajay's father. The work has not been done. He's referring to the homework. He's telling that Ajay did not complete his homework, and he is giving wrong information that his homework has been completed. And why the robo knows he didn't complete? Because his terminal has not been used for completing the homework. So now remember friends, when robots speak, they have a metallic voice, metallic tone, monotonous. It is not full of emotions, full of all expressions. So it is metallic. You might have noticed this in several movies also, or in some cartoons too, you might have noticed it. So the robo is exactly speaking in that tone. All right, let's go to the next dialogue. Oh, don't stop interrupting, Manku, Ajay said angrily. You're not supposed to participate in every conversation. So Ajay said, oh, don't interrupt, don't interfere. He said in a very angry tone. You're not supposed to participate in every conversation in the house. You're not simply supposed to do that. Alright, now, correction. Manko robos are domestic models. They participate in household activity and conversation. They do household work. They answer the telephone. And it's going on. So, Manko robo is saying, correction. Please correct your command. Please correct your sentences. Manko robos are domestic models, and they are what they do. Domestic models, Manko robos, what they do, they participate in household activity and conversation. They do household work. They answer the telephone calls, right? And it also has a list of other household activities which a robo performs. So when it's about to tell the other activities, it was interrupted by Ajay's father. So Ajay's father character enters into the scene. What does he say? Stop, Manku, Ajay's father said. He turned to Ajay. Well, young man. Who is the young man? Ajay. He said sternly, okay, I know you're not even began your homework, and Manku was only confirming the fact. I don't want to hear any more excuses. So Ajay's father is, he said, stop, Manku. So Ajay's father said, Manku, you stop there, okay? And he turned to Ajay and he said to Ajay, see, you did not even start your homework, but you are giving all kinds of excuses. Okay? Then Ajay realized. What did Ajay say? I will get down to it right away, Dad. Ajay answered. So now you know that Ajay was at fault. He knows his mistake. He's wantedly telling lies. What did he say? Get down to it right away. What does it mean? He'll get down to his homework. Oh, so he settled down at his computer terminal. He pressed a few buttons and he started doing his mathematical problems which appeared on the screen. And Ajay began to work in earnest. He seriously solving. He turned on the terminal on the computer. He started solving the problem seriously. Again, what happened next? Manku pulled out. While he was doing that, what did Manku do? Manku pulled out a vacuum cleaner and he began to clean the carpet, because it's a domestic model which also does the household chores. And what happened next? Ajay's father went off to his study table to work at his terminal. Ajay was about halfway, 50%. Halfway means 50% through his homework when the doorbell rang. Okay. Oh no, thought Ajay. I bet that is, I'm sure 100% that Dinesh came to ask me for a game of teletennis. Friends, teletennis is a tennis which is played on television using a wireless joystick. It's just like a video game, alright? So, his Ajay is thinking, I bet that the person at the doorstep must be Dinesh. And he came to take me for a teletennis. Now he can't go because he's only 50% through his homework. So he's worried. I told him I had go with him, but if I don't finish my homework, then Manku will tell dad and then I'll be in trouble. He thought hard trying to find an excuse. So now what happened? He's thinking now when Dinesh came, he wants me to go and play this teletennis. And now he can't go because he's only 50% through his homework. And if he goes with the Dinesh, what will happen? Manku will go and complain to his dad, and then this Ajay would be in trouble. So then he started thinking, he's trying to figure out what kind of excuse he has to give to escape from this. Okay. Now, then the doorbell rang again. First time it rang, nobody is opening, the doorbell rang again. And Manku began to move towards the door to open. So Manku, you remember, he's cleaning the carpet with a vacuum cleaner. So when the doorbell rang the second time, he went to open the door. Now the doorbell rang and so he opened. Okay, he was moving towards, Manku Robo was moving towards the door to open it. Manku, Ajay said quickly. So to stop Manku from opening the door, okay, he said, Manku, he gave a command. Ajay said quickly, if the visitor asks for me, tell him I'm not at home. He switched off the terminal and got up to go to his room until Manku could get rid of the unwanted visitor. So before Manku could open the door, Manku was just going to the door to open the door, it was moving towards the door to open it. Before that only, Ajay said, see, if the visitor asks for me, then whoever came, any visitor who came for him, he is assuming that it must be Dinesh. So he said, if the visitor asks for him, then tell him that I'm not at home. So he switched off his terminal and got up to his room so that Manku would tell the lies to the visitor and see him off. Alright? But instead of going to the door, Manku turned and came towards Ajay. Not here, sir. Correction. You're here. Or am I seeing a holograph? Are my sensors in working order? Contradictory commands. Please be clear. So what Manku Robo is saying, instead of opening the door, because Ajay interrupted Manku Robo before he opened the door. Okay. So Ajay's instruction was, see, anybody, any visitor who came there who is asking for Ajay, he should say that he's not at home and he should send away the visitor. He should see him off. But Manku Robo is now confused. It said, am I having some, special type of holograph, means a special type of three-dimensional image that appears real. So it's confused. See, it is supposed to open the door, and remember, Manku Robo is not trained to tell a lie. See, we human beings can tell lies, though we don't want. Sometimes we do tell lies, but Manku Robo, remember, it's a domestic model which is programmed not to tell lies. So when Ajay gave this instruction that whoever is the visitor who asks for him, he should send him away, saying that he's not at home. So Manku Robo is now confused what to say. So it's saying that am I, having some hallucinations, or are my senses working? I'm getting contradictory commands. Usually, it is not trained to tell lies, so it's confused. Okay, so it's saying, please be clear in your orders. I'm not able to understand what you're saying. All right. Okay, friends, I think there are some noises which you can hear from the background. Please ignore it, okay? I can't help it, so please ignore it. Let's continue. Oh my goodness, said Ajay in exasperation. Holograph, do I look like a ghost to you? Can't you follow simple commands? Okay? Exasperation means annoyance. He said, oh my goodness, he said in annoyance. Is it a holograph? Do I look like a ghost to you? Can't you follow simple instructions, simple commands? I asked you to tell the visitor that I'm not at home. Can't you tell this? Can't you tell a lie? In other words, he's saying, can't you lie to the visitor? Okay? The word ghost is not in my vocabulary, sir. Please be clear. So it's little, it's funny because the conversation is between Manku Robo and Ajay. Ajay is a human being, Manku Robo is a robo. So the word, it's saying very clearly, the word ghost is not in my dictionary, sir. Can you be more clear in your commands now? He's further irritating Ajay. Okay. Again, now the door is still not answered. The doorbell already it rang twice. It's still not answered. So now the doorbell rang again. Actually, what is the matter? Why isn't it Manku answering the doorbell? Called his mother from her study table. So now it is the turn of Ajay's mother to join the conversation. So Ajay's mother was wondering why Manku Robo did not answer the doorbell even though it was rang thrice. Alright? Now, oh really? Ajay muttered, going to the door. You make me sick, Manku. Sick, sir, Manku said, following Ajay. Shall I call a doctor? Now it's little, comical, funny. Because, here Ajay, he went to the door to answer the call. And while going there, he said, you make me sick, Manku. Then, see, for Manku Robo, the meaning of a particular word is only one. So sick means it thinks you are not well and he wants to call the doctor. Sick, it means there are different meanings. Because of Manku Robo, he's becoming sick. That is ironical way of dealing with Manku Robo by Ajay. But it's taking sick in a different way. So he said, you make me sick, Manku. Sick, sir, Manku said, following Ajay. Shall I call a doctor? So here Manku Robo is following instructions directly. See, one word has different meanings in different situations, but it is only following one single meaning, and whatever is written there in its terminal, whatever is programmed in its terminal. So these are some of the things, there are differences between robo and human beings. Human beings, they deal with the situation, understanding the meaning, understanding the situation, but robos are mostly, they deal with the situation based on the instructions given in its memory. So they do differ. All right. Now, so Manku Robo asked Ajay, shall I call a doctor? Because you're saying you're sick. Okay, it's really funny. Ajay stopped with a groan. No, don't call a doctor. Open the front door. Let the visitor in. Bring the visitor to my room. Now are you satisfied? Now Ajay is more irritated. He said, don't call a doctor. First go and open the door. Bring the visitor in. Then bring the visitor to my room. Okay, now you okay? Are you satisfied? Order received. Still it's funny. Commands being processed, sir. Manku moved swiftly. Swiftly means quickly. To the front door. He opened the door and greeted the visitor. Ajay recognized his friend Tariq's voice. He was relieved. It wasn't Dinesh. Hi Tariq, he called, rushing to the door to greet him. How marvelous to see you. I was feeling so bored today. So then Ajay, after Manku Robo opened the door, he realized that the visitor is not Dinesh, but it is Tariq. He was very happy because Tariq, is his buddy, and he wants to meet him. He's feeling bored because all those conversations which are happening between Manku Robo and Ajay, Manku Robo is following all the instructions word to word and is unable to understand underlying meaning, and is troubling Ajay, and Ajay wants Manku to tell lies for which it's not programmed. So all these conflicts are going between both of them. So he's very happy to see his friend Tariq, to whom he can tell all the things very freely. All right, now, um, so he said he's feeling very happy to receive him. Correction, sir, you were feeling sick, came Manku's metallic voice. So now it's again Manku Robo is going by the word to word instruction. Manku Robo is saying, sir, correction, sir, you should not feel marvelous. You should not feel very happy to see your friend because you're supposed to be sick. That's what you said earlier. So it's continuing. The conflict, the confusion between both of them, it's still continuing. Sick? Are you well, Ajay? Tariq asked him, concerned. So again, because Tariq just now entered the home, he doesn't know about Ajay's condition, whatever conversation that was happening between Ajay and Manku Robo earlier. So when the Manku Robo said that, sir, you're supposed to be sick. You're not supposed to be very happy. Then he said, Tariq said, are you okay? Are you feeling right? Then he said, no, I'm feeling fine. Ajay said hastily. Okay? Correction, sir, you were feeling sick. Even now, Manku Robo is not giving up because it's only following all the instructions in its terminal. Okay? Tariq looked at his friend. Are you sure you're all right? He asked. So he wants to double confirm because Manku Robo is again repeatedly saying Ajay was sick, is sick. So it's again repeating it. So Tariq asked, are you fine? Are you okay? Are you all right? He said, yes, I am. Yes, I am fine, Ajay replied and said firmly to Manku. I'm well, Manku. I'm not sick. Continue with your cleaning. So it's now Ajay said. He said in a little, balanced tone that now I'm fine. Go get back to your work. Don't disturb me. Rather that kind of expression. Command received, sir, Manku replied and turned back to its vacuum cleaning. Remember, Manku Robo is cleaning the carpet. Ajay smiled at Tariq. Come to my room, he said. This robo pokes its nose into everything. What does he mean? He means that Ajay told Tariq that this robo is interfering in all my work. Okay? Correction, sir. You are in error. I have no nose. Again, Manku Robo is taking word by word meaning. It's not understanding the complete meaning of the sentence because that meaning is not there in its terminal. It's saying, correction, sir, I have no nose. It's little funny. Okay. Now, Tariq laughed as he followed Ajay into the room. Ajay did not even smile. He was angry. That robo is supposed to help us and to make the life more, or not to make life more complicated, he said resentfully. So Tariq laughed. He took it in a lighter vein, whatever Manku Robo said, and he followed Ajay into his room. Ajay did not smile. He did not return the smile given by Tariq. He said he was angry. Okay? He said that robos are there to help us, not to make things complicated by exactly following the commands. Okay? And now, next, after Tariq left, Ajay decided to call the company that had sent Manku to them. He keyed in the number of Robotics International. A smiling man's face appeared on the screen. May I help you? He said courteously. Okay, courteously means politely because he's into the, customer service department. This is Robotics International, makers of fine robots for your home. Yes, you can, said Ajay. All his anger against Manku coming back as he thought of the embarrassments of the morning. We bought a Manku robot to help around the house. Yes, may I help you? The man said again. Are you having any difficulties with your model? Yes, I am, Ajay said vehemently. Vehemently means it's in a very strong emotional way, okay? Okay, forcefully. It takes everything I say absolutely literally. What he's saying is literally means word by word, face value. It's not going into the, it's not understanding the meaning of that particular word in the situation. It's only taking word by word exactly as it is fed into its terminal. Okay. So it's taking everything literally. He went on in growing anger. Your robot makes things really difficult for me. It tells tales to my father. It has no sense of diplomacy. Diplomacy means it's a skill which you use to tell something to others without offending them, without upsetting them, without making them angry. You say you have to talk in such a way that the other understand your point of view without getting affected. So Manku Robo is not doing that. So what Ajay wants to tell is your robo doesn't have diplomatic skills. Okay, it takes whatever words I speak word to word. It takes the literal sense. It does not understand the situation. It does not understand the meaning of the words which are spoken in that situation. Okay, and it so he's very angry with Manku Robo. So he is giving all those complaints because after his friend came left, he wants to tell the customer service department of Robotics International that Manku Robos talk and as per only the programmed instructions. They don't talk in a diplomatic manner. They only take the words in the literal sense without understanding the inner meanings. So he's very angry. He's very annoyed with Manku Robo. Okay, and now after using the word, after Ajay used the word diplomacy. Diplomacy means, you're trying to cover up something in a nice manner. So the Robotics International, person, he understood that Ajay wants Manku Robo to tell lies. So he immediately said, the smile on the man's face faded. Diplomacy, he asked, his voice grew stern. Or do you mean lies? Manku Robos do not tell lies. They are programmed to respond to clear, honest statements of fact. Okay, so he said, Manku Robos are not programmed to tell lies. They cannot be diplomatic. They only respond to very clear instructions, honest instructions which are not confusing statements. They only respond to those orders or commands. Yes, well, I regret to say, I regret to say that Manku Robos do not do well in homes where they're expected to tell lies, even polite, so-called white lies. So, lies can be anything. It can be diplomacy, it can be polite lies, white lies, okay? We do not generally supply our robots to homes where such demands are made on them. I regret to say, I'm sorry to say that we will have to withdraw the services of the Manku Robo from your home. But why? Asked Ajay, alarmed, because he is now shocked. You must understand, again he is continuing, that Manku Robo is a product of science and technology, where there is no room for lies and unclear statements. Remember friends, in science, we go by exact information. We go by programmed instructions. So it's a product of, Manku Robo is a product of science and technology, where there is no room for ambiguity. There is no room for lies. Okay, the man said firmly, if you and your family have not understood this, and if you cannot speak truthfully and in clear sentences, I'm afraid that Manku Robo will one day cause him mishap. Mishap means accident. So as a matter of policy, we withdraw Manku Robos from homes which are not appropriate to their use. So now Ajay was shocked when he heard the first statement from that Robotics International. That person said, we did not train the robos, Manku robos or domestic robo models to tell lies. He was shocked. Later he told that he continued the conversation. Okay, the person from the Robotics International, he said that Manku robo is a product of science and technology, and you must understand that there is they don't understand lies. They don't work in homes where the commands are not clear, where people tell lies. In such homes they cannot perform. So he said, I'm sorry, but we have to withdraw the robo from your home. Oh no, I did not mean that, Ajay cried in dismay. Okay, because he was disappointed. He expected something, but something was happening here. Alright, now I'm afraid so, the man said with finality. We will arrange for somebody to come to your house and collect our Manku robot today. Your money will be refunded in full. Goodbye. So the person said, um, I'm afraid so. Whatever you said, we understood that. We will arrange for somebody to come to your house and pick up our Manku robo. And whatever money you have paid for the robo, it will be refunded in full. Ajay stayed wordlessly. He doesn't know what to say at the screen as the man's image faded from view. But I'll be honest from now on. I will never tell lies again, he thought frantically. Now Ajay was shocked. He doesn't know. He's searching for words. Doesn't know what to say. And now he's little apologetic. He's thinking, I shouldn't have done this. I must not have said lies. I must not have troubled Manku Robo to tell lies. So Ajay was very much, he's having all those thoughts in your mind, but the person's face disappeared. Then he grew calmer. Surely if he learned to tell truth and to do all the Manku's instruction and manual said, they would give him another chance. So now he's thinking, surely if he managed to tell truth and to do all that what Manku's instruction manual, okay, would he be given another chance? Would his father be able to convince them to send back the Manku robo just once more? He hoped very much that they would. Now again, Ajay, he calmed down. He's thinking, if he practiced telling only facts, would Ajay robo would come back to him? Will his father be able to convince Robotics International to return the Manku robo to them? These are all the questions, which are there in his mind, which only time can answer. With this in mind, friends, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. You had many things to learn from here. Friends, if you like my video, please give a like and try to, share this video with your friends, with your well-wishers, and I'm sure, you will benefit from this a lot. Okay, your like means a lot to me, friends. It will help to reach this video to other people who are learning on their own or who want to get more clarity on this lesson. Okay, thank you so much for watching, friends.